Good morning students, warm welcome to chemistry online class. In previous session we learned about periodic properties. In this session we learn about metallurgy. In human life is associated with various metals. We use metals in our day-to-day activities. We using some of the metals like sodium, potassium, calcium, iron, etc. Why we are using those metals? That means if it will be deficiency, it causes metabolic rates, thereby it causes diseases. So we use those metals. So metals plays a vital role in our life. So we discussed about metal and how it will be presented. Okay, what is the sources and the process of metallurgy? Metallurgy means extraction of metal from their ore is known as metallurgy. The metallurgical process depending upon three-step process, that is concentration of ore, production of metal, refining of metals. Concentration means the process removal of impurities from the ore. Production of metal is known as conversion of ore into metals. Next, refining. What is meant by refining? It is a process that get the metal converted into a pure form, that is 100% metal is known as refining. Okay, next we go to the topic terminology in metallurgy. What are the terms that are used in the metallurgy? We are using minerals, ores, mining, gang or matrix, flux, slag and smelting. These are the terminology words that are using in metallurgy. First of all, we go to minerals. What is meant by minerals? The minerals, that is nothing but it is a compound or a complex mixture of various compounds of a metal found in the earth. Ore means the same mineral that is extracted the metal readily and economically in a large scale is known as ore. What is the difference between ores and minerals? Means minerals, all the minerals are not a ore, but all the ores are minerals. Why we are saying like that? Means we take for example clay and bauxite. These two are mineral of aluminium, but clay having very small amount of aluminium, but in bauxite it having large scale. It can be extracted economically in a large scale, so it is called as ore. So clay is a mineral and ore is bauxite is a ore. Next we go to mining. What is mean by mining? Extraction of ore from a earth crust is known as mining. Already you studied in social science what is mean by mining. So we go to next topic, that is gang or matrix. Gang or matrix is nothing but the rocky impurities presented in a or associated with a ore is known as, that is some of the substance along with aluminium, silicon dioxide also presented. The same way there is some of the substance, sulfur will be presented, oxygen will be presented or halides will be presented, that are known as impurities. So that is known as gang or matrix. Next, flux. We using the flux to reduce the fusion temperature and remove the impurities from the ore. So flux is used two types. One is basic substance, another one is acidic substance. For basic substance we using calcium oxide, for acidic substance we using silica to remove the impurities. What is next topic is slag. What is mean by slag? When the flux is addition with that impurities, that is gang or matrix, it forms into another substance called slag. It can be removed. Okay. Next we go to smelting. What is meant by smelting? Reducing the metallic oxide from the metal. That is known as it having two-step process. One is roasting, another one is calcination. Roasting means that is excess of air, the ore is heated. Calcination means in the absence of air, the ore is heated. It converted into corresponding oxides and the oxides can be removed. Okay, next we go to types of separation. Types of separation. So, in these types, there are given only 4 types. That is, one is hydraulic, another one is magnetic separation, third one is froth flotation, and last method is chemical methods of leaching. Okay, first method we go to hydraulic. What is meant by hydraulic? It will be used difference in their density. That means density means the ore containing heavier particles and lighter particles. From that we have to purify. That is denser particles settle down and the lighter particles washed away by the water. That is known as hydraulic process. Next, magnetic separation. Magnetic properties ore can be separated by this method. In this method, we having magnetic wheels. It is go through a conveyor belt. In this conveyor belt, the following ore will be finally ground and it will be taken to the conveyor belt. The conveyor belt will be moving the rolling magnetic particles is nearer to the magnetic wheel and the non-magnetic particles are away from the magnetic wheel. In this process, it can be separated. For example, tin stone. Tin stone having magnetic properties, so it can be separated by this method. Next, froth flotation. Wettability of a ore with oil, that is strong registered. That is, whenever you take the ore, fine ground of ore with oil or water, it will be registered. Registered means you know very well, that is buttermilk, that will be registered, you know very well. The butter will be coming on the froth like that. The same way, here also the froth will be floating on the surface. It can be removed. So, from that we have used this froth flotation method. For example, zinc blends will be used, converted into a separation in this method. Okay, next we go to chemical methods or leaching. This method is only used for pure form of metals that already whenever mining process, it will be get as a pure form from the earth crust. That is example gold, silver, platinum,